Forbes called her company one of the most overhyped of the decade, and Peggy Johnson still walked in. Now she is taking Agility Robotics public while refusing the easiest pitch: no robot made, just industrial reality. Peggy Johnson started in military electronics, where hardware either performed under pressure or failed without excuses. That mindset traveled through roughly 25 years at Qualcomm, translating brutal engineering complexity into deals customers actually trusted. Microsoft hired Peggy Johnson into Satya Nadella's turnaround, where she helped pull off the LinkedIn acquisition. Then came Magic Leap, already mocked by Forbes, collapsing from $6.7 billion toward roughly $2 billion. In 2020, Magic Leap cut 700 employees, while ABI estimated headset sales in mere thousands. Most executives would dodge another frontier hardware gamble. Peggy Johnson jumped into Agility Robotics in 2024. She entered a humanoid market crowded by choreographed demos, sky-high valuations, and companies selling science fiction timelines. Here is the twist. Peggy Johnson's big public markets pitch is what Agility will not promise. After the 2021 SPAC wreckage, investors learned flashy projections could vaporize trust faster than capital. Agility still announced a $2.5 billion deal, over $620 million raised, and $300 million booked orders. Peggy Johnson explains the hard part differently. Language models talk, but locomotion, balance, manipulation, and safety break. Her real enemy is hype-first robotics, especially rivals staging polished motions that hide safety and deployment limits. Public reports say Peggy Johnson ran the Tokyo Marathon, which tells you almost everything about her leadership. She wins by shrinking the promise until teams can ship, invoice customers, and survive contact with reality. So Agility's Digit is not framed as a family companion, it is a warehouse and factory worker. If the merger closes, she could lead the first pure-play humanoid robotics company onto public markets. That sounds less glamorous than home robots, but boring execution may be the most radical bet here. Because if warehouses pay first, Peggy Johnson may force an entire industry to grow up faster. Success would not just enrich Agility, it could reset how investors price every humanoid robotics narrative. Failure would hit harder. Another broken SPAC, another bruised category, another reason institutions stop believing. And that loops back to Peggy Johnson's marathon logic: pace the impossible, then make endurance look ordinary. Across Qualcomm, Microsoft, Magic Leap, and Agility, Peggy Johnson keeps professionalizing technologies that usually outrun themselves. So is Peggy Johnson finally de-hyping humanoids into a real business, or just packaging risk more elegantly? Subscribe to Who Matters Now, then tell us below: disciplined operator or another beautiful robot market illusion?